Dear student, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, devotee? I hope you are all fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine, Alhamdulillah. Today, I am going to take an online class for the student of class 8, subject Islam and Moral Education, chapter 2, lesson 3, topic Masarif of Zakat. I am Imdi Abdus Salam, senior teacher, Iskar School and College, Wabna. Dear student, do you know how many Masarif sectors of expenditure of Zakat are there? 8 Masarif of Zakat. Our today's topic, Masarif of Zakat. 8 kinds of people who can accept Zakat. Now, learning outcome. After this lesson, student will be able to know about the definition of Masarif of Zakat. Will be able to learn about the sectors of expenditure of Zakat. Will inspire others to practice providing Zakat to the sectors determined by Allah. Now the Masarif of Zakat. There are 8 Masarif of Zakat. Number 1, the needy or beggars. Number 2, the destitute poor. Number 3, the employees engaged in Zakat work. Number 4, to win over the heart. Number 5, the freedom-seeking slave. Number 6, people burdened with debt. Number 7, people engaged in the service of Islam. Number 8, helpless travelers from overseas. Now the definition of Masarif of Zakat. Who to give the Zakat? Masarif is an Arabic word that means for the sectors of expenditure. In accordance with Islamic Sharia, those who are given Zakat are called the Masarif of Zakat. Now the reference of the Masarif of Zakat. Allah the Almighty Himself has settled the heads of expenditure of Zakat money. It is stated in the Holy Quran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها والمؤلفات قلوبهم وفي الرقاب والغارمين وفي سبيل الله وابن السبيل فريدة من الله Wallahu alimun hakim. Meaning, Zakat is for only the needy, the destitute, the employees concerned with Zakat, the hard to be owned, the slave to be win freedom, the people in debt, the people struggling for the cause of Allah, and the traveler. This is the law of Allah. Surah At-Tawbah, Ayat 60. Now the description of Masarif of Zakat. There are 8 Masarif of Zakat. Number 1, the needy people or beggars. That means Fakir. The Fakir indicates the poor people who possessed at least some wealth but not enough to meet the requirement. Zakat can be offered to those who are dependent on others for their livelihood. The people unable to earn livelihood, disabled, orphans, widows, diseased, unhealthy, weak and victim of accident or natural disaster are temporarily allowed to receive Zakat. Number 2, the poor, miskin. The word miskin means those poor people who have no wealth at all, can't manage food to satisfy hunger, and despite poverty, don't beg due to sense of respect, sense of prestige. In the hadith, miskin are defined as the person who doesn't own wealth according to his or her requirement, moved by the sense of self-respect. He or she leads his or her life in such a way that nobody takes him or her to be a needy one, but considered him or her able to get financial help from others. And he doesn't beg or want anything from anyone. Bukhari and Muslim. Zakat is payable to him or her. Number 3. Employees engaged in zakat. Those who collect zakat, preserve, distribute, and maintain its accounts are considered as the employees engaged in the service of zakat. They are allowed to take salary from zakat even though they are financially solvent. Number 4. To win over heart. Zakat can be offered to those who have become Muslim recently. This practice of giving zakat is done only to solve their problem and keep their faith firm on Islam. In Islamic terminology, those Muslim are called Muwallafatul Qulub. In the early period of Islam, the people of these kinds are offered zakat. Number 5. The freedom-seeking slave. Zakat can be paid to the slave who has made agreement with his or her master for the freedom from slavery on payment of required money. At present, zakat is not provided in this field as Islam doesn't permit this system of slavery. Number 6. People in debt. To help anybody pay his or her debt, zakat may be given only to the person who is in debt but unable to pay that after making his or her necessary expenditure. Number 7. For the cause of Allah. In Arabic terminology, it indicates fi sabilillah, meaning jihad, war. In a wide sense, it struggles all attempts to promote and spread Islam, to abolish kufr practice and establish Islamic way of life. In fact, jihad includes any struggle taken by someone to prevent him or her from undertaking any evil action. Thus, people dedicated to the service of Islam may be favored with zakat. Number 8. Helpless traveler from abroad. While on a tour, if a person falls in a helpless condition or economic crisis, he may be temporarily supported with zakat money. Now the homework. Explain the ayat 60 of Surah At-Tawbah.